I would suggest. We have some very interesting people here. And Allyra, why don't you talk about some of the things that you are doing? And I know you are doing some interesting things.
I actually remember my presentation earlier, how it was about crocheting and baking. And then there was a positivity presentation, like 2 presentations after it. And then it's also kind of related to what's happening right now, which is not giving up. Like with my crocheting and baking, if I gave up on the first try, especially with the crocheting when it failed, I wouldn't have gotten to where I am today. Like if I need to turn off my virtual background so you guys can see it. Anyways, so I used a different yarn, like maybe 2 months into crochet. And then when I started off, it was filled with holes that the stuffing would peek through, and then there's this thing that's sticking out. I don't know why it's sticking out. And yeah, it didn't really work out, but it still looks good, right? And then my latest
Hey,
project
wait a
here,
second. Could you show it again?
it's a
Can you show
unicorn.
that one? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
how come you say that it's not like fine? I mean, I see it perfect. I was going to ask you that I wanted to buy that for my little daughter.
Really?
Yeah, she loves unicorns, and that looks awesome.
Well, thank you.
Makes me think of an ice cream unicorn.
I would love to know how you learned to crochet and if you are selling your items that you make.
Well, by starting to learn crochet, I actually just had some hook and yarn that we had from before. As there was this kind of event that I attended, that was related to crocheting, but back then I didn't really get hooked into it.
No pun intended, right?
I wasn't actually intended. And then last year I wanted to make a stuffed toy because, like, why not? And then I picked up the old hook and yarn. And then actually I'm self-taught, and I learned crochet from YouTube videos. You can learn a lot, especially in this day and age.
That's amazing. Go ahead.
Then I expanded on it. And by selling, I don't sell for business yet, but I did sell but as a fundraising. One that was last year in December. It was a Christmas bazaar. It was a fundraising for OPJ, our local dog rescue group. And I made little keychains. And then the one this year, which is March, I sold even bigger things, such as this. It was a dog adoption event. I need to turn off my virtual background. Here it is. This is the one that wasn't sold. And actually, since it was a dog adoption event and we were invited by OPJ, we actually had these dogs along with passports and adoption certificates for them, as if someone wants to support OPJ but doesn't know how, and like they can't have their own dog, they can get this one instead as a symbolic adoption while also supporting OPJ.
Oh, I love that. That's amazing. And I cannot believe you learned to make that dog on YouTube. How many tries did it take you to make it so well?
Since I've been crocheting for a year now, I had to get a lot of experience from other projects as well as failing in those projects before getting to where I am today. I'm glad I didn't give up on the first try, because On that one, the holes were too big, so some of the stuffing was peeling out, and it also took the whole day to make it. Took a
One
lot,
day,
a whole day,
I
yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like one month or 2 weeks. I mean,
No.
I would take forever to do that.
No, it's pretty easy. It's I also mentioned before in my presentation how crochet is also virtually inexpensive to start.
Yeah,
Yeah, and also I'm pretty sure you could find it in the tools in a craft store.
yeah.
And something that would take me a week or a month, that would be clothing. I haven't expanded on clothing just yet, but I am soon. I actually was starting on it, but it's very different from amigurumi, which is crocheting to make dolls and stuffed animals.
I think that seems more difficult, like to give the shapes and all of that. And but after all, I mean, I understand. I mean, I have a student that is doing like the same thing that you're doing, and yeah, she also does like these fantastic things. Yours is awesome, different colors, different shapes. And here's a challenge for you. Now that you have mastered the doing this pets, why not putting in some electronics and changing them into interactive toys?
Like make Actually, I think there was a presentation about that in Gift
Yes,
last year, right?
yes. There are. I've seen like many kids that trying to do that. I even read a paper of researchers that are addressing Alzheimer with some sort of pillow with sensors and stuff like that. So imagine your plush toy or your crochet toys. If they move, if they react to thugs, if they make sounds, if they do all of these crazy things. So I think there's a good project for you and your brothers and sisters, right?
Yeah. This
Because
one.
yeah,
Mhm.
and you're mastering all of these things, put things together, and let's see what you could come up with.
Definitely, it would be an interesting project. And my brothers could do that as well, as they're more into robotics than I am, robotics and programming. So, like a collaboration between my stuffed
Absolutely.
toys and their
Yes.
robotics.
Yes, yes, and I even saw young Annika joining in, right?
Yes.
As your younger sister. I mean, she started participating too.
Participate in what exactly?
I saw her appear on a panel, some kabar.
Oh, I think was that the divergence thing when you're
Yes,
interviewed? Oh yes, yes. She
yeah.
loves being included in gift.
Okay, well, you will have the full supply chain because I'm sure that she's gonna have like some talent over there. And now that we're mentioning this, if you need someone to represent you around the world, please hire me. I will send you my resume. All right.
Okay.
I would love to work for you, kids. I mean, you're awesome.
Thank you.
I agree. You're amazing. I love what you made. I can't believe you did it in a day and learned it on YouTube. And what an awesome thing to start with a fundraiser for a cause that you care about. So well done. We can't wait to see how you continue to do things.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm happy to be here.